So I'm out here walking. I just came back from the vitamin store to get a couple of vitamins. I needed some more cinnamon with Ceylon, and I got me some cold Q10 with ubiquitol. Helps with blood circulation and stuff like that. Very good for you. Okay, so I'm walking in and I'm looking at the grass, and that's what I'm focusing on, and that's what I'm going to talk about. Okay, I hope y'all got a little bit of what I'm saying. Something's going on with my phone. I just need a new phone. I'm going to get one in June. But anyway, I'm walking and I'm looking at the grass. Okay. So you can tell that it has recently been managed, has been cut. Somebody has come and cut it. All right. But that's not what my focus is. So I'm just gonna go, before I start my commentary concerning what the focus is, I'm gonna go and let you all see this grass right here and what's growing out of it. It was not too long ago cut, and this is the result. Okay. These little twigs sticking up, people would normally call them weeds, okay? Everybody knows what a weed is, all right? We use certain chemicals to help get rid of them and keep them at bay, all right? So let me go deeper into what I'm talking about. I remember, especially as a little girl, but not even too long ago, not even a whole decade ago, I used to always see dandelions growing everywhere. Everywhere you went, dandelions. And of course, as a young girl, I didn't know what that stuff was good for, that so-called weed is good for. Now we know that it's very medicinal. Now, up until about 10 years ago, I used to see a lot of dandelions, maybe 8 years ago, okay? I don't see dandelions growing anymore. I'll be walking by grass that it has not been cut in a while. It's full. I'll see all kind of little plants growing here and there, but no dandelions, at least not where I'm from. Now, what the hell happened to dandelions? I can't even find one growing. Now, if you know anything about dandelions is great for the liver, cleansing the liver, and it's also great for cleansing the kidneys. Now, what do you see on every corner, no matter where you live in America? Look at this. Look at the weeds growing, so-called weeds, not one dandelion. Not one dandelion. What do we have on every corner, no matter where you live in America? The kidney place. Dialysis centers everywhere. It's almost on every other block. A dialysis center. Not too long ago, a dialysis center took over an old Rite Aid. And then I've seen a maternity store turned into a dialysis center. Why the hell do they need so many dialysis centers? Why? Because so many people's kidneys are going bad. I have kidney disease, and it's not because of high blood pressure or diabetes like they said. My problem started when they were giving this one doctor that I chose because she was a black American woman, was just throwing pharmaceuticals at me like she was trying to test it or something like that. I didn't know At that time, I thought I could trust her. I didn't know better. Even though I had read books in the past called Medicines, and I've heard this here and there, I never expected somebody from my own lineage to be so callous with my health, especially since it's a known fact that black people, black American people with black doctors, I'm just gonna say American, it could be any black doctor, tend to live longer and be healthier. We live longer when we have doctors who are of our own people. So this woman, I don't know if she was foreign or black, or she was callous with my health, and she was giving me all these medications, trying to help me manage, I guess, just throwing them at them so I can manage my diabetes better, because the type that I have, it's almost like type 1. I'm telling you, I'm type 2, but it feels like type 1. Hardly anything I do. Okay, I'm not gonna get into it, but she was giving me Glimprad, Januvia, and I was taking the metformin at the same time. Didn't know no better. So she took me off of Januvia real quick. Okay, let's fast forward. I ended up with pancreatitis. And it wasn't because of my gallbladder. So I looked up pancreatitis and it said something about pills. And then I learned Januvia gives people pancreatitis. That's where my pancreatitis came from. And during this bout with pancreatitis, I injured my kidneys. High blood pressure didn't injure my kidneys. Diabetes did not injure my kidneys. It was my bout of pancreatitis as a result of me taking these pharmaceuticals. Now I got kidney disease, okay? So one of the last times I went to the doctor, which was about a year ago, this old doctor, because I haven't been with this black chick for a while, for years. He said, well, you know what, your points went up about 6 or 7 points, but you're still in the, you're still in the bad area. But it did, that's positive. So the reason why that happened is because I've been using a lot of holistic things and ways to get my kidney numbers up. One of them was cordyceps, the other one was the kidney herbs, combined kidney herbs, helped me out, and probably some other things that I've been using. So I definitely feel a lot better. I don't get as sick as often as I used to. Nauseous, because when you have kidney disease, your kidneys are not really filling the cleansing your blood like it should. So there's a buildup of toxins, and that comes with nauseous. You'll start feeling nauseous when you have a buildup of toxins. So I used to take everybody, whether you have kidney disease or not, if you're feeling nauseous, but especially with kidney disease, go get you some, oh Lord, my mind. It's a root, you know what I'm talking about. It'll come back to you. And then take a piece off as big as your, the tip of your thumb, or finger, one of your fingers, and eat it. Ginger root. Not no ginger root tablets. Get the root. All right? And that'll knock that nauseousness out. And I think that was really the what helped my numbers go up. So I'm doing a lot better. I very, very rarely now feel nauseous. And if it does come on, it's I'm like, okay, I feel a certain way. So what is it? I think it's nauseous. And then I just get that ginger root out. But it's not as bad as it used to be. It's just like somewhat of the feeling that I get. And it's every blue moon now. That tells me that my kidneys are getting much better. But it was the pharmaceuticals that messed my kidneys up, baby. It wasn't the disease. Not to say that it won't. All right, so my blood pressure's a lot better. I'm weaning myself off of this mess. I'm getting myself off this mess. I ain't playing. But my blood sugar, I am resistant to the core. I'm insulin resistant to the core. Mine is very hard to manage. Not all diabetics have the same issues managing their diabetes. Some can manage it pretty well just by limiting something here and there, things here and there. I did all of that fast 2 days a week, and my stuff still goes high. Okay, so we have varying levels of insulin sensitivity. So I kind of think that these people now have chemicals that focus on dandelions to keep them from growing. So we can't just go outside, go in somebody's yard, pick these dandelions up, wash them off. You know, some dog and peed on them or whatever. Wash them off. Just wash them off and help our kidney and our liver issues. We can't even do that no more where I live. There are none growing. I've noticed this all over lower Louisiana. I've noticed this. I don't see them growing. I used to always see them growing everywhere. You couldn't step on a grass without stepping on a dandelion. There isn't even one dandelion growing nowhere. I be walking these streets. You know I walk. I was walking the River Walk Pontchartrain, lake. It's a lake full of green grass everywhere. Not all kind of weeds. Not one half-grown dandelion. Oh my God. So with all these poisons that's bombarding us and people's kidneys getting worse and liver getting worse, especially the kidneys, you're gonna have to get a supplement. Get the dandelion supplement, and I suggest you get it from a Indian or Chinese store, especially Indian, because I feel like the one that's mass produced that you might find at, Whole Foods and stuff has been tampered with. I don't think it's as strong as it used to be, or as strong as it should be. Y'all get on some dandelion root and just finish a bottle at least once or twice a year. Okay, so you can save your kidneys, because not only are diseases like high blood pressure and diabetes taking our kidneys out, and it's the medication. Also, it's probably medication foremost than the diseases. I think it is. But you also have to take into account that our environment is poison. Our food is poison. The air, poison. Chemtrails, water, poison. Everything is poison, and it's putting a strain on your liver and your kidneys. Okay? The thing about liver and kidneys is that you die a slow death. A slow, painful death. You're constantly dying, so you're constantly feeding the pharmaceutical companies, these dialysis centers, getting on dialysis. It's just going to keep you alive for a little while longer. Long enough for them to make millions of dollars. I mean millions, multiple millions off one person. And then you prematurely die. Most people on dialysis, if you're, I know they have it where you can do dialysis at home. I'm not talking about the home done dialysis. Most people who have to go to a dialysis or hospital or whatever to get dialysis have to go at least 3 times a week and stay there 4 hours a day, 3 times a week, getting dialysis, getting your blood cleaned. People are coming out of there talking about they feel tired and worn down, because it's not only supposedly cleansing your blood of toxins that your kidneys and livers are supposed to cleanse your blood of, but it's getting rid of the nutrients that your blood needs. It's getting rid of all the good stuff, just like chemo. It probably does get rid of cancer or whatever, but it's killing the good cells too. Y'all, we're gonna have to take our health into our own hands. Even if you have a black or American doctor, FBA, whatever you want to say, doctor, he or she is still taught by the very pharmaceutical and medical system that got them giving you 20 medications, all right, that's killing you slowly, stuff that you don't even need, probably placebo, but either you're paying for or an insurance company is paying for it. They don't care. They just throw stuff on you just because. I know one doctor tried to do that, tried to throw some what's that, for cholesterol drug, and I kept saying drug. Yeah, I said drug. Pharmaceutical, I'm saying drug. I kept telling him I don't want to use that. I don't want to get on that. Well, just take it. Look, I'll just take the dosage down. Just take it. Blah blah blah. I said okay. Every time I get that damn cholesterol drug, I throw it away. I took myself off of lisinopril. Even my new doctor, who is FBA, Black American, even her, she was saying, I don't know why they put people on lisinopril, especially black people. She said, I don't know why. She's been a doctor for over 20 years and telling me she don't know why. So they keep using lisinopril. It's no good. So I said, should I just get off of it? No, don't just get off of it. See, she couldn't tell me to just get off that shit. She wouldn't tell me that. So I'm weaning myself off my blood pressure medications anyway because my blood pressure is doing so much better. The main problem with it was anxiety, because I do have bad anxiety, and salt. So I've taken salt out of my diet, and my blood pressure is so much better. So recently I was on Queen Janice's YouTube video. She was doing a live, and she was talking about how lisinopril enlarges your brain. I said, you know what? I'm not gonna no longer be afraid. If I croak, I croak. But I'm getting the hell off of this lisinopril. Now all I need to do is get off amlodipine and metoprolol. My heart beats over 100 because, like I said, anxiety. Heart beats really fast. So I'm weaning myself. I just got rid of the lisinopril. I ain't gonna say nothing to no doctor because I want to hear their mouth. Every time I get them, throw that shit in the trash. So I'm getting ready to wean myself off of that. And I'm eventually wean myself off of this doggone metformin. I don't want to take that either. Metformin is actually really bad for your kidneys, especially if your kidneys are already compromised. So why are they giving metformin for people with compromised kidneys? They don't care. I think the metformin that I was taking 1,000 dosages 2 times a day made my kidneys worse after pancreatitis injured my kidneys. I think it made my kidneys worse because like a year and a half after I had pancreatitis, one day I got up and I couldn't walk on my left side. Spirit said, go take a sea salt bath. Well, it didn't say sea salt, it's that other bath you take. I forgot. Please forgive me for my forgetfulness. Maybe that's that damn lisinopril, I don't know. But, you can get it on the counter too. It's not just sea salt, it's salt in it, you bathe. Spirit told me just to get in there and soak. And I didn't know what was happening, but I knew something was wrong with my kidneys. When I got out, I felt better. I could walk. I wasn't limping on my left side. And I haven't had that problem since. That was almost 2 years ago. So it's good to soak in it. When I go home, I'm gonna look at it because I got a bunch of it, and I'm gonna put it in the comments so y'all know what it is. You probably already know what I'm trying to say anyway. All right, so they're tearing down our kidneys so they can make those multiple millions off us being on dialysis. Okay? Kidneys and usually diabetes follows a bad liver or a fatty liver. If you got those things going on, something's going on with your liver. If you all still got dandelions growing anywhere, in your backyard, front yard, the neighborhood store, grab that stuff up like your life is on it, and try to use the little seedlings at the top to grow it in your own backyard, or put it in a pot and grow it. I'm telling you, these people ain't playing with us. These people are not playing with us. You can't even go get from the earth the very thing you need to cure yourself. You got to go to them. And like I said, I don't trust that the dandelion supplements are as good as they used to be, are good at all. Okay? So I just wanted to put this out there. There are cures for your ailments. You might have to go to the doctor initially to take some medications for a minute. You shouldn't take them for more than 2 or 3 years, because during that time you need to be using holistic health to get your health back on track. And we can't, all my life, in my parents' life, my grandma, we didn't go to the doctor to get no checkup. You have to get your checkup now once a year. It's too much going on, too much giving you cancer, too much in the food or whatever giving you diabetes and high blood pressure. You got to get that checkup. But then once they find something, you need to be using holistic means to cure yourself and not become a pharmaceutical dope fiend, because that's what it is. They peddling dope to you just like a crack dealer on the corner. They got you pill popping like a dope fiend. And that's what state they had me in, but not no longer. Also, y'all, we gotta fast more. I hate to fast, but I've been fasting 2 days a week, whether I go all day or I stop at 5 or 6, which is great anyway if you're a diabetic. But your doctor is gonna say, and other people, foolish people, gonna say you can't fast if you are diabetic. You will kill yourself. That's a fucking lie. I mean, if you're diabetic, don't go no 3-day to back-to-back fast with just water. Don't do those 7 days. We just don't do that. You're not healthy enough to do that, but you can do 2 days a damn week. Not even back-to-back. Fast Monday and then fast Wednesday or Thursday. At least until 5 o'clock, nothing but water. You'll be okay. And when you're fasting, I'm not sure about insulin. You want to talk to your doctor about insulin. Hopefully they are not the ones who just don't care about your health. But when I talked to the doctor I had at the time about fasting, he just said, yeah, it's all right to fast like 1 day, 1 or 2 days after we just make sure you don't take your medication until you eat. You're ready to eat. You're supposed to take that medication before you eat, okay? So if, say like, for an example, you say you're going to fast all Monday. Do not, okay. Usually people take 2 dosages a day, whether it's pill or insulin. If you are going to fast that whole day with just water, definitely don't take the metformin or the pills. You don't need it. Your blood is going to naturally regulate. You don't want it to regulate too much or go down too far, because unlike high blood sugar, if your sugar go too low, you're gone. So yes, you have to be careful about fasting, but you should fast, and that will help you eventually regulate your sugar. It's going to take a while, some people longer than others, to get that sugar down below 6 points. All right, but you can freaking fast. So if you fast, say I'm gonna fast till 6, you don't take your medication until you're ready to eat at 6. Then you take it before you eat. All right, you do it like that. But we got to get off these pharmaceuticals. I did another video on a pharmaceutical holocaust. What if something happens catastrophic and you can't get to your medications? your body is so used to surviving off of these medications, that stuff is just going to take you out. So you need to be, as much as possible, either using a proven holistic herb or whatever, a mineral, alongside your pharmaceutical medicines, until you're able to get off and just use that natural means to help you regulate these diseases. And the thing about holistic things like CoQ10 and berberine and stuff like that, you can stack up. You don't have to wait till once a month or twice a month for a prescription to fill. You can go to vitamin store or even Walgreens or Walmart or whatever and stack up. So you have some for the next year or so. And if something happens, you got that stuff with you, okay? So thank you all for listening to this video. Please like and share. Please support the channel. I appreciate it. Peace.